You about to go to trial, bitch.
All right, we the top live right now, baby. We got 113. We got it's growing like a soft penis.
Come on, keep growing.
It's growing like a soft penis. Hi, everyone.
Growing.
Sister, you was so good tonight. I'm just gonna thank you. What's up, everybody?
I got a cough. I'm sorry, I don't have a cough. I had to cough. This shit went out my mouth.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Queen Supreme Court After Show with my special co-host tonight, Miss Shekinah Jo, bitch.
Hey.
The phone lines are being handled by Jamel Band, and he will hang up on your mother-f***ing ass if you whatever. We're not reading any negative comments, so if you're coming over here with negative comments, I'm going to block you.
But I'm reading.
Shekinah, no.
Yes.
No, because like we don't need that. We don't want no negative.
Let me tell some of y'all ducks something, okay? I hope Maddie ducks. I hope Maddie is saving this shit. Because bitch, you don't have to tell me I'm stuff I already know. You don't have to tell me
what you stuck with, sis.
I'm stuff with motherfucking fat.
Sis, let me see what you stuck with. You know you calling me to your BED. You better call me to your BED.
Yo nigga fuck this shit though, bitch. Yo fuck the stomach there. Yo nigga fuck this stomach, bitch. She'll fuck it.
Call me.
So why y'all hoes hating on me? Yo nigga fuck this stomach.
This your will.
Yeah, bitch, I little stuff. It ain't no stomach. What you gotta know? I got one. This motherfucker kind of weak. No, I got one. And I got my panties on because you know we sitting down show. I just wanted y'all to see the top up. Y'all hoes better go find y'all somebody to play with. Because I really be sparing y'all bitches that way. You did what I'm saying?
Sis, no, don't do it like that. We about to have a good time. This is not about a good time.
Let's have a good time because I'm a little glitz.
I'm a lot lit. I ain't a little bit.
Y'all be trying to come for a bitch. Yeah, I know I'm overly plump, bitch. It's okay.
Sister, I done told sis, no, we not gonna do this. What we gonna have is a good time tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna have a good time.
Nigga fuck me, bitch. How about that?
All right, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we talked about an array of topics. Craig,
we talked about life.
Craig, can you give us some of the topics so that we can go?
Yeah, we talked about.
Oh, let me have it. I got it, bitch. I didn't have a chair. We talked about Tiffany Haddish,
honey.
Why the hell?
Stop fucking up that girl's name. She is new in this shit. Her name is Tiffany Haddish.
That's Jewish, Haddish.
Maddie got there and give your ass to be in the girl.
Okay, she's funny. She laughed. Okay, we got Ricky.
Beyonce had some type of beef, didn't they?
No, they ain't had no beef. She loved Beyonce.
Yes, they did. They had some shit going on. B threw some shots.
Beyonce called her. She was fine with on that song. She was fine.
She was good.
She was good.
It's cool because anytime Beyonce says something about you, maybe give you fine anyway.
That's right. We got Ricky Smiley, Rachel Dolezal, better known as Nikita LaFilm Diablo, right?
Diablo.
It's her name, Nikita LaFilm Diablo.
That girl name is not Diablo Fresh. She got an African name.
We got Morgan Freeman.
She ain't gonna keep disrespecting my Gemini brother.
We got Harvey Weinstein. We got the trans bathroom. What's that whore's name that was with the trans bathroom? What's her name?
You don't know that bitch.
What's her name? Guadalupe.
She don't even belong in the country.
Was that bitch named Guadalupe?
Trump don't want you here, bitch. Did you not know that? Trump say he wants you gone.
Was that bitch named Guadalupe?
You can't talk about no trannies when Trump trying to get your ass out the country. Now I will fuck with the Mexican.
Transgender women, sister.
What I said?
Trannies.
Transgender
you got to be
women.
careful because you know they be tearing me up.
Transgender women.
That's right.
Fuck with the transgender women.
I know you fuck with me.
Yeah, they kiss my ass and you take shade in it.
Let me tell you something. I may not be a lady, but I'm all woman.
You are a lady, baby.
From Monday to Sunday.
This is a woman.
Listen.
This is a woman.
Listen, I gotta tell you this. From Monday to Sunday,
this is a woman.
I charge a nigga much more than you know.
Y'all nigga better stop. Hey, Maddie feel good. It's a woman.
Mm-hmm. You better stop before we be a dagger.
Oh yeah, let's stop.
Before we be dagger.
I ain't trying to be a Maddie cage downstairs. Maddie got a whole cage down there.
A whole cage, a whole glory hole.
A cage so big.
Sis, you know how it go. Sis, you know how it go. Glory hole, sis.
Hey, wait.
way. Don't leave me this way. He ain't been down there yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, he been down there, but not in that way. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, hold on, y'all. Miss Mary cooked us a vicious.
Oh my God!
Shouts out to Miss Mary. Let's give her a round of applause.
Miss Mary's the reason I'm all of his stuff even more.
Baby, Miss Mary.
Miss Mary put some weight on me.
Miss Mary cooked boots. I mean, we had macaroni, potatoes. Well, not potatoes.
Somebody give me some of that chicken.
You want some shit?
Pulled chicken, pulled pork.
Pulled chicken, pulled pork.
We had pulled pork, pulled chicken.
I'm finna show them how good it is.
Man, all that pulled pork, pulled chicken, corn on the cob.
Mama, girl, your mama is bad.
Listen, my mother is a
and
gift
let me tell
from
y'all
God.
something else I found out about Maddie Mama. Maddie Mama is a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Mama know how to make clothes. She know how to turn up, and she love the Lord. You know, anybody who love the Lord, I rock with them. Okay.
You finna eat on camera?
Yeah, we finna eat on camera right now.
I ain't fucking food make me feel real good.
You know you never have a plate.
I never have a plate. Listen,
made me feel
because
real
when
good.
you come over here,
Bitch, I know you ain't just tried to throw shade.
She did.
You bitch. I can't believe you. I don't give a fuck that they think I'm stuffed. I know I'm stuffed.
listen, when you come over here and watch the Queen Supreme Court at the Marvelous Chateau, you get a plate. We is stuffed with alcohol. You have a good time. It is fun, laughter, and all.
I'm so fucked up. I don't even know how I'm finna get off and out here to goddamn back to Atlanta. Look at the look on shit on my shirt. It's bad.
That's grease from my titties, sis. That ain't liquor.
Oh, bitch, you fuck my little chip out.
Look, that's pulled pork. That's that pulled pork. Eat it. Ooh! You ate that like that was a man.
I don't fuck with men like that. I don't know how to cook them. I don't want it. That food is good.
Listen, we talked about Debra Lee. We talked about Cameron. We talked about Jacquez.
I'm getting fatter, bitches.
We talked about Kevin Federline and Kim K. When you call in tonight, please, we're only going to give you guys 40 seconds because I know the lines are overloaded. You ain't got that long. Bitch, we drunker than a motherfucker. You know, we loose over here. We having a good time. It's Memorial Day. We remember all the hoes that hate on us because, bitch, we going to be...
No, Memorial Day is when motherfuckers done died for us. You know what I'm saying, Dave?
Well, okay, this ain't Christmas, that's Jesus.
Hell no, this is goddamn all the veterans and shit that done died. We rest in peace. Thank you for fighting for
Marcus, stop all that goddamn noise back there. We recording the podcast, girl.
Thank you really for fighting for nothing.
Mama, we gonna whoop Marcus. You hear me?
Girl, you done did all that goddamn fight your family and ain't shit changed. Yeah, I need help on that.
All right. So, Jamel, what I'm going to need for you to do is I'm going to need for you to be very, very hard on the phone lines because we're not going to have the people like over there a long time. They got to get in and get out. It's got to be like a quick nut. You got to get in, get out.
Man, I don't like no quickie though.
I ain't with that. Nigga, don't get on top of me and hurt on me and
I need you to take your time.
Sister, but before we get on talking about hunching again, now hold on, Jamel, before we start. Before we get on that, sister, you know what you said tonight that I didn't agree with?
What?
I'm not agreeing with Morgan Freeman being innocent.
I'm not agreeing with you sitting up here going against him. I ain't fucking.
We had already said it's a mistrial. Why y'all?
Goddamn right, she want to go back and fuss.
Morgan Freeman, he touched it. If Bill,
No, he didn't.
Morgan Freeman did.
Morgan
It's sexual harassment.
Freeman ain't did shit to them bitches. They wanted to roll in the movie.
It's harassment, not assault.
And it ain't
It's harassment.
It ain't even harassment.
Verbally, he said some things that
She wanted to fuck Morgan Freeman.
I would've.
That's what I'm saying. What make you think she did?
Stevie Wonder next.
Oh, he ain't even seen nobody. He don't know them. Okay, and another thing that you said tonight, you was talking about Cameron and thick girls.
I just said shit. Juju, my buddy. I fuck with her. Okay. And I think Juju, let me pull Juju up, bitch, so I can show y'all what's
We
up.
know how she look, but that girl look good.
So you got a bitch like me. You just saying that you're a thick woman.
Yes,
you got a bitch who thick like
Every
me.
nigga want a thick bitch.
That's
I
right.
ain't got no hips.
You got ass, though. Turn around, let us see that ass, Shekinah. Ah!
Now let me stop playing with y'all. For real. Show me this bitch phone. Give me my phone. Let me show y'all what Juju look like.
Listen, it's a lot of thick women in the
We
house.
finna pull up Juju.
And thick men.
Okay, and I love Juju. We gonna compare Juju to the new woman. And y'all better say Juju because she my friend. She a good bitch.
Ain't no comparison.
It's not
It
right.
is a comparison. How you a hater? hater.
No, I'm not. You hating on the
You a fucking hater.
big bitch.
She ain't no hater.
How you gonna hate? I want to lose. All your friends you
No. Do it again, son. Do it again.
Fuck! I'm finna show y'all Juju. Juju a bad bitch. Friend, I love you. Fuck that nigga. That's what I said.
Girl, what y'all put in my motherfucking drink tonight? I don't want no more.
I don't want no more.
Bitch, my eyes leading on. I'm dizzy.
I don't want no more that shit either.
What y'all done put in my drink? I'm dizzy than a dog.
I don't appreciate you. She got damn hold on. I don't appreciate you. Putting that group breath.
What group?
Bitch, I smoke cigarettes. I don't appreciate you. Putting that group when it's
You talking about Robert, Bobby?
You dirty motherfucker. You know they don't need to be with Escape. Escape still popping. Stop hating.
But. Oh, wait a minute. She trying to say I'm hating because it's Bobby Brown them still. What's Bobby Brown?
Bobby Brown is living out Whitney money now. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, let's be real. The only person that got Whitney Houston money
Is Bobby.
is Pat Houston.
Nah, Bobby, she lying.
And I want Pat Houston. I want you to
Bobby
get
got
Whitney
the
all her money back. Get
Why
off.
she got Whitney
Go
got
down there to the funeral home.
Whitney took that lady doing that. She deserve to have that money now.
Go down there to that funeral home and drop Whitney Houston money off in that casket. I want you to get all her
Okay,
money
I want
back.
you to live your best life while you living with that money, Pat. You had the bitch. You deserve the money.
No, she do
Live
not.
your best life,
No,
Pat.
she do not. No, she do not.
Mama, you talking
That's the
about
auntie.
No, she do not.
That's all I know.
No, you ain't talking about. We talking about
Pat, you deserve a goddamn thing.
You don't know
What's
shit.
your name? Sissy need that money. You need Sissy that money. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Sicily, you need that money, Sissy.
Her name ain't Cicely.
What's her name? Sissy Houston.
Sissy.
Sissy Houston, you deserve the money.
Sissy. It's Sissy.
But Bobby got that
It's Sissy
money.
like Craig said right there. Sissy. Sissy.
I'm finna show y'all Juju. We ain't worried about no Juju.
Don't be thinking about Juju. When we talk about some give Whitney Houston back her money.
Fuck out of that. We finna talk about Cameron, this thick ass bitch like me. And he left her for Juju. And I think Juju is the
Yeah,
shit,
and
okay?
he happy.
Shut
Big
up.
God save lives.
Juju is still thick and she a bad bitch.
Bye, Juju.
Yeah, Juju.
Shout that man want somebody with a little stomach on it, boy. Let that man have somebody with some stomach on him.
Friendly hoe, hey.
Fuck Juju.
Fuck you.
She Latino. What's she?
Boy, that bitch is American, bitch.
That man wants somebody. He wants some stomach.
She American.
Listen, these men want to reach around and lift up your titties and your stomach when he hit you from the back.
That big bitch is worried about Juju.
No, she
When
not.
he hit you from the
My
back,
friend is a bad bitch.
when a man hit you from the back, he want to lift up your titties and your stomach.
They can hate that go. Let me show you Juju from the back.
He want to lift up your titties and your stomach. That's what a nigga want to do. When a nigga hitting you from the back, he want to lift up your titties and your stomach and tear you up, bro. That's what he want to do. Let that man get him a fat bitch and love it.
And be great.
Listen, okay? This bitch is lying. These niggas don't want no bitch with no stomach. These niggas want bitches that is flat.
Girl, listen. Well, you can't tell me nothing like that. Let me
you
tell
is
you.
really fine. Stop playing with these hoes.
Sis, let me tell you something.
You are really fine.
I
Stop
know,
playing with these
but
hoes.
sis, let me tell you, that stomach is an incubation system to the coochie.
Well, not really. When you lay down, that shit go flat anyway.
No, that stomach
When
keep
you lay
that
down,
coochie.
stomach go flat.
That stomach keep that coochie warm.
No, it
That
don't.
stomach keep the coochie warm.
It's too far down, baby.
Baby, but when the stomach hang low,
Here.
the stomach hang low though. Sis, the stomach hang low.
Keep the pussy warm.
I ain't got no pussy, so when it keep the dick warm.
Bitch, I'm done. I can't go back and forth with that one. When it keep the dick warm, I have nothing else to say because I don't know.
It keep the dick warm.
I didn't know that the goddamn stomach. I done fucked nigga. My last nigga had a stomach. He did not keep his
Oh,
dick
no,
warm.
I ain't say the nigga having stomach. I said the woman having the stomach.
He didn't keep his
The
dick warm.
nigga having the stomach, he got to lift it up, lay it on your back, girl. You ain't got time for that DJ Khaled shit.
Bill Bunny.
All right.
Go around and around and around.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to get online. All right, we've already turned you guys up, so let's get online because after we do this, we're gonna take a couple calls.
What happened, Mom? I'm sorry.
And then we're gonna bring in our sponsor. All right,
Mama, I'm so sorry.
Jamel, my mama.
I've been in here, sorry. I'm sorry. You had to excuse me. I don't know what the fuck these people that gave me to drink.
It must be something Chi fix you.
MD 2020, baby.
Chi-Chi?
MD 2020.
Chi-Chi that got the fuck out of it making these goddamn dumb drinks.
All right,
Chi-Chi.
Jamel, let's take the first call.
What's your mail?
All right, first juror 01839. This is the Queen Supreme Court after show with the Honorable Judge Maddie and special guest Shekinah. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on tonight's ledger? Go ahead, call him. 45 seconds.
Shekinah, get in the.
I'm in. You know my fat shit. Ain't nobody fucking me no way. I can eat.
Jamel, the answer. Let him go. Let go and let God. Let go and let God.
Look, y'all, when you call in the line tonight.
9443.
We on some real shit. Maddie real, I'm real, we on real shit. I'm be calling her on the phone, you ain't got shit to
What's your
say.
name? Where you calling
We ain't
from?
got time to play.
And what's your judgment on tonight's ledger? 45 seconds. Go ahead.
How you doing, Maddie? You know who it is. Your girl Dina from Jersey.
What's up, Jersey? What's up, Jersey? You know I got love for Jersey, honey. What's the tea?
Oh, my God. I'm going to be short and sweet tonight because me and we always kick it. Anna, welcome to Supreme Court again.
Hi.
I'm glad to hear you tonight.
Me too, Pooh.
And thank Jamel. He's always faithful there to pick up the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Really appreciate that. Okay, I wanted to speak on the football thing. I just think that if all of the owners would stand by their players, people would, they get their point across. It's not about being disrespectful. Trump is just trying to keep people from what the real issue is.
So what you think the real issue is, sis? What's the real issue?
The real issue is that police brutality, they're disrespecting us and killing people in the street, and we're kneeling to bring attention to all the hate that's going on against black people.
That's right.
We're not anti-police, but we are pro-black. We pro everybody.
That's right.
Not only just black people, white people. Police, some of them are just out of line and they make it bad for all police.
That's right. And we gonna whoop the police ass because the people out there, what that group said, fuck the police. What's that group that said for NW12? Okay.
Can I say something about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, say it.
You know what I'm saying?
Who should be on the docket? All of the players
honey, let me speak, honey. Come on, let's go to some
and all the owners that don't deal with their players. That's who should be on the docket.
But I just want to know.
Is that I can't stand Kanye, so
y'all ain't gonna be able to keep up the conversation.
Yeah, but she got to tell. She said she don't like.
I want to talk.
She said she don't like Kanye.
Well, you know what? Listen.
You know why I can't stand him? He sits there and sing about black this and black that, and he picked up with black this.
Listen. Mama, auntie.
He could get so that's bullshit.
Auntie, grandma, hey.
Listen.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, baby. No. Shekinah, we not doing that. We worried about our caller.
My career can never get ruined, girl, because it's in the name of Jesus. Do you understand that?
Can we do this?
Don't play with me.
Can we do this? Oh, we can't do
shit. Let me read this.
Let's write them down. Write them down.
My life can never be ruined.
Sis, we got to worry about the caller. Sis, we worried about the caller. We ain't worried about the commenter.
After show with this Honorable Judge Maddie and special guest Shekinah. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's the judgment on?
Come on, babe. They go to caller.
45 seconds. Go ahead, caller.
Huh. Bitch.
Go ahead, caller.
Come on, caller.
All right.
Next caller.
Next caller, you gotta let her go.
All right.
I'm over here all late and shit. Y'all need to come on in with some real shit now.
0910. It's the Queen Supreme Court.
They scared me.
Honorable Judge Maddie and special guest Shekinah. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on tonight's ledger? 45 seconds. Go.
My necklace in my shirt, so. Yes, in the name of Jesus.
Caller?
Yes, my name is Sue.
Hey, boo.
And I'm calling from Jersey.
Hey, Jersey.
Pat Houston need to wire all that money to Sissy Houston here in Jersey.
That's right. Give Sissy Houston her money. I gave Sissy his money.
Why do Pat got the money?
Pat knew what was going on. Pat knew what was going on the whole time.
That's right. Now listen, I didn't ask Whitney Houston when I got her in the spirit world earlier. I didn't ask her nothing about Pat because I didn't ask her nothing.
She took a long time to walk up to that hotel room because she knew something was going on, okay?
That's right. And we need to grab Pat by her ponytail like this.
You better grab You better go grab motherfucking Pat, bitch.
Don't play.
How you lost your motherfucking Pat?
Play that in Jersey,
You
okay?
got to get grabbed, bitch. Hold the fuck up, girl. You done got this bitch crunk. This bitch done grabbed the wrong bitch tonight. Bitch.
I'm sorry, girl. She had me crunk out.
Shit out on me. The fuck? Girl, I am a camp bitch. I don't get beat. I've been start getting beat. I'm over
All
there.
right, next caller.
Thank you, caller. Thank you.
785
Snatch my goddamn ponytail like
Queen Supreme Court after show with the Honorable Judge Maddie and Special Guest Shekinah. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on tonight's 45 seconds. Go ahead, caller.
That bitch, I went crazy. Yeah, grab me.
Yes, I just want to say me and my boyfriend and his best friend, we really love you, and our question is, when are you going to bring Kiki on the show? Like, really didn't mean Kiki, and we also love Bay, so we're going to bring her back as well. So let us know.
All right, baby. We're going to have Tim Bay back. We are. Thank you for watching tonight.
Yes, girl, we can't wait to have Tim Bay back, Pooh.
Thank you.
And we coming from Alabama.
Tim Bay.
All right, Alabama. Yes.
Somebody's got Tim Bay bitch. Shekinah Jo. Who on the go?
All right, last two callers.
Yes.
Last two callers.
You said it's the last two?
Let's do the last two calls. 9580. It's the Queen Supreme Court after show with the Honorable Judge Maddie and Special Guest Shekinah. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on tonight's legend? Go ahead, caller.
Queen Supreme Court.
Hi, my name is Faye, and I'm calling from the home of Jackson, Tennessee, where where my friend girl was at the nail salon, and she was asked to leave, and upon leaving, Ling jumped on the back of her car and was driven miles on the trunk of her car.
Oh, you talking about what we had on that last week? That was in Alabama? When the Chinese lady, in Tennessee, when the Chinese lady, remember we had it on the, when the Chinese lady jumped on the back of the car, was right. Girl, what happened to Ling?
I heard about some Ling that beat up this girl in the nail shop the other day.
Girl, what happened to Ling them?
Bitch, my neck is right here, ho. It's not where's my neck. This is there. Bitch. You see the neck?
The driver paid. The passenger didn't pay.
Where your nigga at, ho? Why you worry about my neck?
But upon leaving,
because if them niggas pay you in line, you won't have time to be on this motherfucking train on me, bitch. How about that? What is ass at, though, ho?
Let's go to the word first and just go off and I don't know.
So where did Ling go? Where did she go? What they did to Ling?
They didn't do anything to Ling but drove, and she was eventually she had to let go, and eventually she was charged.
So they dropped Ling. So they dropped Ling off on Ming Avenue.
It was over here, like around the corner from where they were. What was the name of the I'm trying to think of where it was, but it was not far from where they were. Maybe a couple of blocks. Still in Jackson, Tennessee.
Well, bless her heart. We gonna say a word of prayer.
Bless her soul.
We gonna say a word of prayer for Ling, and hope Ling got her money. Y'all remember last week when the nail shop technician
jumped out and ran after the girl for not paying,
and that was on the back of the car.
Ling need
hold on, y'all. Miss Mary, can you tell? Father God, in your son Jesus' name, we ask you to come and intervene in the situation of Ling and the nail shop. Lord, we ask you, Lord, Father God, to move for
to stop these girls from running off and not paying for
Lord,
their nails.
let these black women make sure they go in there and have their monies together for their nails, Lord. Lord, let Lee
y'all
go
out here
ahead
fucking and sucking dick and can't get a 25 cent.
Lord,
that ain't cool.
Lord, the Lord, he wasn't in that press us. He was in this one over here.
No, it's real. They need to know. The Lord said don't be no fool neither.
Lord, let Ling make sure that they go ahead on and get the kids. Make sure they give them the black nail and not the blue nail. The black one. And not the blue nail,
Lord. Y'all need some help.
And Lord, listen,
you
let the black
on the nail like that's the cheapest shit you can get on your goddamn body.
Lord, let's make sure that we know that let the black folks know that them Chinese ladies, them Asians, them Puerto Rican ladies, they ain't scared of nothing. They done fought Godzilla all their life. They ain't scared of nobody. Amen.
Amen. Stop running off on them yin. Stop running off. They did your nails, girl. Just pay. You get your nails done and go fuck a nigga. He need to pay for your nails. Yes, TMG. TMG, it's a lie. I'm on this motherfucker. I know it's a lie.
My sister over here going off. I got to get my sister off of here, honey. Yeah. Take one more call and then we got to get our sponsor over here. My sister going off.
4318 is the Queen Supreme Court after show with the Honorable Judge Maddie and Special Guest Shekinah. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on tonight's ledger? Go ahead, caller.
I love you too.
It's y'all drug wars.
Oh, this is Cortez. I know this Cortez. Cortez, let me hear what you got to say. Run it, Cortez.
What's up, Cor?
Hey, baby, this Cortez. Hey, Shekinah, I love you. You know I've been supporting you for years, baby.
Yes, baby, I love you too, honey.
Run it, Cortez. Run it.
Tell us what it's about.
The first on the docket, baby. I want to put Poor Man Freeman on the docket.
Poor Man.
He did it. Poor Man Freeman. He did it because.
Why would you say he did it? And he Morgan Freeman. He got money, baby. He can buy that little pussy.
Look, I'm gonna tell you why he did it.
Come on,
because
tell me.
Last year, he's from Mississippi, where I'm from.
And you just mad.
He ran off the road and had a wreck last year with his mistress. She was sucking his dick and he had a wreck. He ran off the road and had a wreck.
We don't know if that's real.
So that's
Google it, y'all. Google it. I promise you.
Listen, well, if he would get some head by his mistress, that means she wanted to suck the dick. She would ride down the street in the car sucking dick. That means that she wanted to do it. So you can't get upset with Morgan Freeman. See, what I keep trying to explain to y'all folks here. Mama, do you believe Morgan Freeman raped them women? Mama on my team, because you a hater.
I ain't no hater.
Mama on my team.
Just because that nigga.
Wait, let me put Mama on this shit.
Just because that nigga played.
Morgan Freeman did it, Mama.
Just because that nigga played God. Just because he played God. Sister, put that back over here. Just because that nigga.
Motherfucking do it.
Just because he played God.
What is all y'all just not coming on these black men talking about
Shekinah, you know I love you.
Hold on. You gotta listen to Cortez. This Cortez.
Come on, Cortez.
Hold on. All right, y'all. Hold on. Shh. Come on. What
you having me and Paul?
Cortez, what you saying?
Come on, Cortez.
Okay, yeah, he did, but I'm gonna get off on Morgan Freeman. I'm gonna go to Debra Lee. Debra, she stole some money. That's why this bitch stepped down. Ain't no black person gonna step down from all that goddamn money. This bitch did. She stole some money.
I gotta go too. I'm trying to go with her. They might give me a deal before I'm walking with Maddie. See ya.
Well, then on that note.
Talk about these trans. They want to stop the trans women from using the bathroom.
You think we gonna go against the network for you? We ain't gonna do.
Start making these women with these facial hairs doing the men's bathroom.
Who got facial hair?
He say Debra Lee got facial hair.
You don't bitch with the hair on their chin going to the men's bathroom then. We don't want them women.
Right. I wish shit. They better be worried about, especially me with these big old titties going, cause I'm walking in them women in the men's bathroom like this. It's the Queen Supreme Court. It's the Queen Supreme Court. Let them know.
You see that big? That big whole goddamn arm between them motherfuckers.
Baby, that's how I'm walking in the men's bathroom. Listen, oh man.
Hey, wifey, good time.
Listen, oh man. to the men's bathroom. Send me to the men's room, bitch.
Pull up. Maddie say she can jack one thing on.
Well, I love y'all, Shekinah. I love you, Shekinah. I love you, man. I love you.
I love you, Cortez. I'll see you soon, baby.
I work hard, sure, Cortez. Go by Edge. Help me out.
Shekinah, baby. I still got that shirt.
That's what I'm saying. It's time to re-up, baby. It's time to buy a new one, sir.
Look, Shekinah, I need a dollar. You need a dollar, but that bitch is squawk, baby.
All right. I love you, Cortez. I will see you soon, baby.
I ain't fucking with liquor no more.
Love y'all.
All right, okay,
Maddie got some liquor over here,
All right, Shekinah, listen, I want to hug your neck and thank you so much for coming, baby. I know you got to go. You done got drunk or whatever. I'm about to bring my...
I got tips because you don't know how many police is watching this shit and I got to leave. I'm not here. I have got a little tipsy, okay? I can walk a line, okay? I don't know what the fuck she talking about.
Just bounce that ass and bounce that ass, Shekinah.
I had a wine cooler.
Shekinah, bounce that ass. Been a bounce that ass. Let me see you.
I don't know why I'm bouncing. You bouncing with me. Oh, we didn't hit Queen's Court. Y'all ain't got it out?
Jamel, we not going nowhere. I got to get my sponsor back over here.
Come on, man. We got to go to Queen's Court, y'all. Play Supreme Court.
Wait a minute.
Come on, because I'm finna try to hit it. Y'all ain't got the music? Hey.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to get this thing right. Come on, Shekinah. Yeah. Wait a minute. My balls hanging out the back. My balls hanging out the back. My balls hanging out the back, too. My balls hanging out the back. Don't do me like that. Yeah, bust it up, so bust it up. Bust it up. Show what you did when you got saved. Ow! Listen, ladies and gentlemen, when Shekinah's not doing hair, that's what she's doing here in Georgia at the Blue Flame, okay?
She a motherfucking lie.
She's at the Blue Flame. Burn it up. Burn it up, sis. Burn it up at the Blue. At the Blue Flame. Yeah,
I have had the best time of my life here tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta come fuck with my sister. Her show is the best. Come fuck with her. If she invites you on, come fuck with this show because it's amazing.
And we have a good time.
And you get fucked up.
Get toasted.
Yeah, we see. And you know eat good.
Eat good.
I'm out stuck this shit because mama got me right for the show. Hey.
Bye, baby. Bye. All right, Jamel, let's come to the second half of our after show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tell them who you is, girl. Tell them.
Well, I am, and first of all, I want to put out a disclaimer because I actually do have a show on BET. So with that being said, I have absolutely nothing to do with any of the comments that were made in regards to BET or Debra Lee.
That's right.
I absolutely love my BET family. So you all make sure you check out our show from the bottom up. We'll be airing again next season. But my name is Angela Stanton, and I really just want to answer questions. Like, I talk a lot, right? And I think a lot of people get some type of misconception of me and who I am. So I really would just like for everybody to just ask.
Oh, you want to answer questions?
No, I want to answer. I just want to answer.
Oh, Jamel, do we have any more calls in the queue?
Yeah, we got a few.
Oh.
Hallelujah.
All right. Angela did a full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen. She did a full disclosure.
Disclaimer.
Turn that goddamn phone on. She did a full disclosure. Okay. All right. Disclaimer. I'm sorry, child. It's the hen in me. It's that white.
But listen, so you guys know that outside of the books that I've written, I've written 3 books that track my life. So the first book, Life Beyond These Walls, I actually wrote when I was in prison. I walked around prison every day with a pen and a pad, and I documented my journey, and I interviewed other women that were in prison with me. Then the next story, Lies of a Real Housewife, I wrote after I got out of prison. then dismissal of prejudices after the lawsuit. You guys know I also have a publishing company, Stanton Publishing House. So I like to refer to my publishing company as the home of reality books, right? Because when I wrote my story, regardless of who liked it or who did not like it, because it was my story to tell, and I went to court and I fought and I won, so I have every right to tell it, and I'm gonna tell it. But I found that it was very therapeutic because I had to live through a lot of childhood trauma. Like, it's some real shit in these books. I also brought you Sakari Lee's book because, you know, we signed her to Stanton Publishing. So Jackie Christie, Basketball Wives.
Okay.
I brought this for you too. It's a gift. But the thing about it is it's about being able to overcome childhood trauma and just be the best you, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've experienced. Yes, I went to prison. Yes, I was betrayed by a friend. Yes, I gave birth to my daughter handcuffed to a bed. And I mean, her father was a straight murderer. I didn't even know who he was till the GBI came and see me. All this tea is in his book. Say he was wanted for over 50 murders in the West End. But when I got out of jail, I was given a bus ticket and $25 check and told to start my life over. All I had was 3 garbage bags and 4 kids, and I did it. Right? I did it. So my story is just all about strength. It's all about perseverance. It's all about, I just want to be someone to show you all that you can bounce back from anything. So I want you all to make sure you check out Stanton Publishing House. If any of you have stories, right? Stories that you want to tell, you've been afraid. See, a lot of people, you know, they hate on people that actually tell, and a lot of people should be telling, and that's part of the reason why they be getting beat up and can't get out of the fucking situations that they in, because they won't open their mouth and tell. It's really time to stop the silence. Everybody need to open up, and let's be open and honest about things that we've experienced so we can help other people. And that's it.
I just want to, Well, here's my question, okay? Because somebody wrote down here that you're trying to get famous off Phaedra.
Right.
Is that true?
Okay, so let me explain that. I'm glad someone asked that. When Lies of a Real Housewife was the original title of the book, right? A lot of people don't understand publishing. So this book right here is a memoir about my life. This is the Angela Stanton story. Phaedra's name is not the only name that's in this book, okay? I got a cousin, first name, last name in here. It's several celebrities in this book. When I wrote my story, and guess what? I put shit in the book that I did. I wasn't perfect. I wasn't an angel. This is just about my life. So when I got the book deal, because I got a book deal, anybody in publishing knows that you don't have control over the title. They picked the title. They named the book Lies of a Real Housewife because it was a marketing scheme for them to sell more books. I didn't know that it was going to affect me in a negative manner. Everybody was going to think, oh, she wrote a tell-all book about Phaedra. No, this is a tell-all book about me. And she just happened to be in it. And like I said again, she was the one that decided to sue me for $30 million. I didn't sue her. She sued me. Y'all can't be mad at me for fighting back. What I was supposed to do? What was I supposed to do?
All right, well, we're getting ready to take some calls, honey.
Let's get into this tea.
We're about to take some calls. The call-in number is 515-604-9300. I want to can I honestly say, and this is not no shade, I really enjoy Phaedra on the Housewives of Atlanta.
Right.
I like Phaedra.
Right.
Even though I've said lots of things about Phaedra in the reviews of the Housewives of Atlanta, and this is not me trying to kiss ass, because if I don't like your bitch, I'll tell you I don't like
you. Can I say something? The way everybody else felt about Phaedra, I felt about her at one time too. I loved Phaedra too. I admired her too. I looked up to her and thought she was just as wonderful as everybody else did. But that does not mean that because I felt that way or we had an issue or somebody else still feels that way that I don't have a right to tell my story. I'm not going to let anybody silence me because of their opinion, because I'm not out here trying to silence nobody for their story.
Well, girl, we about to get ready to turn this phone light on. I'm going to need silence in the house because, baby, you know these calls about to get vicious.
I know they're about to get vicious. And I want to ask a question. Why is it that we get so upset with people when they tell their own truth?
Bitches don't like the truth. You know that.
Why is it that, just like when you were sitting up here, you were speaking with your co-host earlier about the women with the Morgan Freeman situation.
Yeah.
Why is it that it takes 60 women to come out and say this man did this, but nobody will believe it?
The check stop.
That was a lie, though.
The check stop.
We don't know if it's a lie because ain't nothing.
We really don't know, but I just want to know about the black family because, like, for me, and it's in Lies of a Real Housewife when I was 5 years old, right? Sexually abused by a family member, and I told nobody did nothing. right? Swept it up under the rug.
That's how black families are.
And but why is it like that in the black community?
Because they hate gays, but they praise sexual predators.
Woo! You better say that again. Hate gays and praise sexual predators.
Oh, well, Jamel, do we have any calls in the queue?
Yeah, let's take one.
All right, there about to be calls calling. I need to get all this.
1492. It's the Queen Supreme Court after show. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on our guest here?
If they ain't moving, you gotta let them go. Like another little TKO.
All right, next caller. All right, caller 8443. It's the Queen Supreme Court after show. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on our guest?
I did.
Go ahead, caller.
Maddie, and no offense to you, Maddie, I love you to death. You need to go get your motherfucking peace. Go get your peace. Go get on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If it's that serious, why don't you go tell your story? Why don't you do the same shit she did? Flip it.
I missed all that.
She from Charleston.
What you say? Go on the Housewives and get a peach.
Get you.
I said yes. I feel that she should go ahead and be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's why you give a bitch a black eye. You go beat her and got put off for her. If you want to be real about it, I'm just saying.
Right. So I mean, it's easy to go beat a bitch up. I've been beating bitches up all my life, but when you said to give somebody a black eye, right?
I said that's how you give. Oh baby, oh Lord, let me go ahead and throw that down. Basically, what I was saying was, instead of you keep on going on TV shows, blah blah blah, talking about it. Why don't you beat her at her own game and get on the show?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I think I beat her at her own game when I won the lawsuit. So there's no need for me to have to go on Housewives of Atlanta. I'm actually on a major network. I'm on BET, so I can have my own show. I don't have to follow in her footsteps. But at the same time, I'm trying to be in it. I want to lead my own way. Like I've been my own boss for a long time. Like I want to be an example for other women. Yes.
Let me just say this: you did your crimes. You paid your debt to society. Like, what the fuck is that? So, excuse me, Mom. Like, what's that?
Okay, hold on. Let me answer you, because I like to tell y'all about my life, because a lot of people be on the outside looking in and think they got all the answers and really don't know shit. So let me explain to you what's next for me. What's next for me is my publishing company, Stanton Publishing House. And so now not only am I publishing my stories, I'm publishing stories for many, many people that have stories and have been afraid to come out. So I'm being a voice in the vehicle for many people, and the people that are upset about it, that's okay, because motherfuckers be mad every day. It's not going to stop my hustle, and it's not going to stop my grind, and I'm not going to stop telling my story, because I feel as though there are people that can learn from it, benefit from it, and it make me feel good every time I tell it. So why should I not tell it because you don't want to hear it?
That was the best answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations to all of your endeavors. But my thing is just, in order for you to grow in life, it doesn't matter like what network you on, is that you gotta let certain stuff go. Like, no offense, me looking at you right now. I mean, you look sad and shit. No offense. You look sad. You look like you got a lot of stuff on your mind. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no makeup or fix that. Some things you just gotta let go.
Unfortunately for me, I can't see what the fuck you look like to tell you what you look like you got on your motherfucking mind. So at the end of the day, we're gonna go to the next caller, and bitch, if you got a story, go to Stanton Publishing House.
Okay, all right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
What they think.
Hold on. We got another caller. All right, audience, I do need y'all to be quiet so that we can get these calls. We need to be quiet so we get these calls. All right.
All right, next caller 9580. It's the Queen Supreme Court after show with our special guest. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment on our guest there? Go ahead, caller.
Hello. Hey.
Yeah, hey, this is Cortez watching the caller back again.
All right, Cortez, come on.
No, we're not gonna have it.
Go ahead with your question, Corey.
10 minutes. 10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who you are, but you said she was trying to sue you for $30 million.
She did sue me for $30 million.
Oh, so you got $30 million?
No, she wanted to get $30 million from me. She lost.
Oh, okay.
Read up.
In order to okay. Thank you, Cole. Okay, nice to meet you, boo.
Nice to meet you too, baby.
I'm gonna get off the line because
nice to meet you too.
But yeah, nice to meet you, love.
Nice to meet you too, sweetheart.
Okay. All right.
All right, next caller. Caller 09.
So we take.
I think you might need
to address a comment that was on there.
Hold on.
The caller.
Hold on. It's another caller, and then I'm gonna let you address it. One more caller, and then we're gonna let her address what she wants to say. Go ahead.
All right. Next caller 0910. It's the Queen Supreme Court after show. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment for our guest here? Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller. Are you there?
All right, moving right along. Next caller.
I want to say something.
All right, caller 9580. You're up. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, my name is Faye Ware. I'm calling. I would like to I want to ask the young lady with the publishing company. I'm a mother of a murdered son, and I have some friends whose sons were also murdered. One of the carriers of my son was murdered not too long after my son was murdered, and I found an org for us mothers called the Morning Mothers because of the Bible scripture. Those who the comfort comes in the morning, and I was trying to find out how do I go by getting us a book or a book deal.
What you can do for me, if you could go to my and I just want to say something. Thank you for calling in because people like you are the reason why I'm here and I'm telling my story. I'm for the people that God sent me for. I'm not here for the haters. But if you could go to StantonPublishingHouse.com and schedule a free consultation, myself or someone from my staff will be glad to speak with you in regards to how you can get that project started and how you can make it happen. And thank you so much for calling in.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Stanton is spelled STANTON?
Yes, ma'am. StantonPublishingHouse.com.
Go ahead.
That's good stuff.
Okay, so let me.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Look at that.
So let me say this. This is something that I just gotta address. A lot of people say all the time, nobody put a gun in your head. You knew what you was doing. You went to jail. You came out. You got mad and you told. Let me set the record straight. Let's have this conversation.
Okay.
Me and you friends. Me and you friends. We close friends. Mm-hmm. We go rob a bank. Okay? In the process of robbing the bank, the police come. You get away with all the money. I get caught. I go to jail. I do my time. I lay down. I never say a word. You got all the money. You done spent your money. And you done spent my money. When I get out, you act like you don't know me. You don't think I'm coming to check you about my money.
I need my money.
Come
on, y'all. Stop with the bullshit and the one-sided shit about how this go. It's all type of, I'm just saying, let's say 100. Especially it's all type of rules to the game now. Exactly. So when you fuck me and I'm smart enough to turn around and come back and fuck you can't get mad.
Don't be mad. I fucked you better.
You can't get mad. You can't get mad.
She said, but see, Phaedra said she didn't fuck you. She said Apollo did.
But see, that's the lie, because I was there. See, everybody thinks they know what happened.
Watched it.
Phaedra say a lot of shit, but we all know Phaedra's a liar, which is why she got fired for lying. No, Apollo didn't take a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, and speaking of strippers, that was that Platinum Plus.
Listen, I wouldn't give a goddamn. Let's talk about who gets motherfucking money now. At the end of the day, when it comes down to business, when it comes down to whether we playing by the rules by the streets, whether we playing by it legally, if there's a contract in place and an agreement, if on the legal side you violate that contract, I'm coming to get your ass. If it's not on the legal side, I'm still coming to get your ass. So at the end of the day, this is not checkers, this is chess, baby.
Amen. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Dismissed with prejudice.
Pull it up.
All right, well, let's take a couple of more.
Available now.
Hold on.
From national best-selling author Angela Stanton. Dismissed with prejudice. Available now, baby. You can't knock the hustle.
All right, well, let's take a couple of more calls and then, you know.
The Apollo 5.
All right, caller 0890.
Hold on, we got a couple more calls and then we done.
After show. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your judgment? Target tonight. Go ahead, caller.
What's up? My name Devin, and my name Carter King on IG. Anyway, my question is for the guest, and I wanted to know, basically, when y'all did the crime or whatever, I mean, you can't blame her if she ran off with the money. Then that's just what it is. You gotta take that as
right. And if I get out and write a book about, the whole transaction and everything that happened, that's just what it is, and she can't get mad either. And if it make me a national best-selling author and a millionaire and give me a publishing company and a reality show behind it, she can't get mad either.
Work, sis. Work.
So what we gonna do? Well, I don't understand. It's no honor amongst thieves. I don't get it. How is it okay for you to fuck me but not okay for me to fuck you? I don't rock like that. If you come for me, I'm coming for you. That's just how it is.
Fuck a
Who mad?
You write the book, but I'm saying you the one that come off looking bad to everybody. Like,
no, not
because she already has because she has the fame. Because she has the fame, she basically.
Well, why she ain't win the case? Well, why she ain't win the case? Well, why she ain't win the case?
Because she won the race.
To where?
Don't get publicity.
To the shit shack? What she run the race to? What she run the race to?
The beach.
I don't get it.
The beach. All right, thank you, Paula.
I don't understand how. I don't get it. I don't understand how. And then at the end of the day, if you read the book, you have a better understanding of what happened and what took place. Like it was a lot of stuff that I went through. I mean, in regards to my mother dying, my grandmother dying, me having my baby handcuffed to a bed. Phaedra went to my mother's funeral. I couldn't even get out because they had shot up the whole courthouse. So they wasn't transporting no prisoners because of Brian Nichols. Phaedra went and stood over my mother's dead body, and she knew that they was framing me. Like, y'all got to read the book to get the whole story. Like, it was some real dirty slime shit. And to be honest with you, had I thought the way that I used to think and would have wanted to handle shit the way that I wanted to handle it, we wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation right now because I'd be in jail.
Eulogy.
Real shit, because no, it was dirty. You know what I'm saying? Just real talk. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm a mother. I have children I need to provide for. When I came home, I was a convicted felon. Phaedra knew then. I mean, she could have easily, I had already written Life Beyond These Walls. She could have took that. We could have published that book. Like, for me, I help young women, but I help them by giving them ways to make money, not giving them a way to do some illegal shit, and then once they make me rich, I leave them for dead. That's not how I operate. So at the end of the day, if Phaedra didn't live up to her end of the bargain, she didn't do what she agreed to do, I don't have to respect nothing. I can write whatever the fuck I want to write. And when I wrote my book and I talked about all of the sexual abuse and stuff that I endured, it caused a rift in my family too, because I put my cousin name in there, first name, last name. Let's get off Phaedra for a minute and talk about me. I put my cousin name in there. So we talking about a family that's had generational curses of, you know, sexual abuse one after the next because everybody being silent and ain't nobody saying nothing. When y'all gonna stop being silent because you worried about what somebody else gotta say or somebody else gotta think? Right? Because at the end of the day, for me, would it have been better if I'd have went crazy and I'd have killed myself and then it would have been 4 children left without a mom? I had to do what I had to do to get myself situated. And I'm very happy and proud of who I am today.
That's what matters.
All right, Angela. That's good shit.
I have a question. May I ask you a question? Yeah. I want to ask you a question. I want to look because I know the people.
This shit heavy.
It is for me.
Real shit.
You know,
real shit.
Like now, you know, as people, we watch Phaedra on TV, and you know, and I've had things that I've said about Phaedra because I've, you know, be watching the Housewives of Atlanta. But however, that's a person that's on television. Like, and then when you see people, public figures, you have personal opinions about them because you see them on television, and then you hear a person that's coming and they say that they know things and they've done things with them.
Right, not a girlfriend relationship, no sexual relationship, but this was somebody who I look to like a sister. Like we were really, really close. You understand where I'm coming from? So the betrayal.
But do you understand like people feeling some kind of way like they've loved Phaedra, they've disliked, they loved her, but then it's like we got a new person coming in telling a story that we may not believe.
I do understand because it was like so it's like you got this person that's created to be like this super lawyer and somebody that everybody admires, and then you got me, somebody with a questionable past, right? I'm from the streets. I've been to prison. I've been to the feds. I've been, molested. I done did whatever the fuck I had to do to take care of my children. No, but I'm saying
I've done these things too.
But I did that shit because I had to do it. You understand where I'm coming from? Because I was a convicted felon. I couldn't get no job. When I went to Magic City and they hired me to dance and then told me to go get my dancing permit, and when I went down to the police station, they refused to give it to me because I was a convicted felon. I'm talking about that type of shit. I couldn't get no Section 8 or housing assistance because I was a convicted felon. They're government-funded programs. My baby daddies are in prison. I didn't get child support. So I had 4 children, a dead mama, a dead grandmama, and I was a convicted felon. So I had to do whatever I had to do to survive. So I've been in the streets, but at the end of the day, I still built up myself and I've made myself successful. And if people can't respect that, if people can't respect the honesty and the truth, because regardless of whether or not they like what I did, at nan time can everybody say that I lied about anything. Because the book still selling, just like Candy said, everywhere. And it ain't nothing but the truth. And again, like to answer your question, I want people to imagine how I felt. Like everybody want me to think about how they feel about a celebrity, somebody they don't even know. Imagine how I feel about being betrayed by somebody that I knew and I loved and I trusted. And I believe.
Somebody called a friend.
What about that part?
I mean, I've had similar experiences.
Come on, man.
But I don't want to get into that. But I've had similar experiences. But at the end of the day, like a lot of people, communicate, they see one person and then they love that person and then they hate you because they don't really know you. So I get where you're coming from.
And I've never one time in any interview, nobody can ever pull up anything where I said, I hated Phaedra, I disrespected her, I dogged her out. I've never done that. All I've ever done was tell my story. It's never been nothing malicious about anything that I've had to say. And I'm hoping that outside of the negativity that we can find some positivity and people can find their strength to tell their truth. Because at the end of the day, when my life was destroyed and I'm laying down at the middle of the night crying myself to sleep trying to figure out how I'm going to take care of my children, none of these people that's telling me fuck me and they'll never buy a book, none of these people gave a damn about me. I had to do what I had to do for Angela. Do I regret the decisions that I made to get me where I am? Hell no. Because there were people that could have put me in position after I put them in position.
That's right.
Right? Because you didn't make your money off of Housewives. You made your money off of me and Apollo.
All right.
Clear.
Okay, well, with that being said, we got 49 seconds left. Tell them where to get your book. StantonPublishingHouse.com. We're all over the place. Amazon. Make sure you guys check me out. Check out my new authors. Stanton Publishing House. We are the home of reality books. If y'all tired of that fake shit, get with the real shit. StantonPublishingHouse.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been our after show. Thank you for tuning into the Queen Supreme Court. Thank you to our sponsor, honey, Sakari Lee. Lights to my shadow. Stanton Publishing House. Out there, find out about Jackie Christie. That's right. All right, we love you guys, and we will talk with you soon. See you next week.